Good morning and welcome to First Central on this third Sunday of Advent. It's good to have you with us. You probably know why you're here. We seem to have lots of guests and visitors today. It's, of course, our children's Christmas program, and the jazz band is playing, and it's the cookie walk afterwards, and it's just full of cookies in there. So this is such a fun day, and we haven't had all of this going on in a few years. So it's great to see everyone and to have all of this activity. I hope you're enjoying your holiday season. There are a few announcements in your blue folder. There's actually a lot of announcements in your blue insert, so make sure to look at those. Know that next Sunday we will be doing our Choral Sunday, so the choir will be leading worship next week. Not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday is when we will be having our This Wednesday is our last family night with classes and all for the semester. The next Wednesday is our Christmas caroling. And then on Christmas Eve, our services are at 6 and 11, both the same service, just repeated. Although Katie's preaching at 6 and I'm preaching at 11, if that matters to anybody. And then on Christmas Day, someone asked earlier, what are we doing on Christmas Day? Well, we will have church on Christmas Day, so it'll just be simple lessons and carols, lots of Christmas carols to sing. So on that morning, get up, open your presents, have breakfast, come to church, sing some carols, go home and relax for the rest of the day. So I think that's all the major announcements. I'm not aware of any special ones. Let us rise in body or spirit and exchange a sign of God's peace.
We can figure that out.
I'll put that on my radar and send that in. I'll send a note to Sarah. I'm also really glad you went and did
Please join us in the call to Advent. Our souls magnify the Lord. Our spirits rejoice in God our Savior. We come today with eager hope and wonder, awaiting God's new revelation.
The Mighty One has done great things. God's mercy covers generations. We come today with ready peace, trusting with anticipation and wonder.
The one who lifted up the lowly and filled the hungry dwells with us. We come today with fervent joy. We wonder and worship with great expectation.
God of us all, your children here and your children afar, we enter this moment with eager anticipation. We know that even before a child would come to lead the way, you were leading our way. From the valleys of the shadows of death to the tables in the presence of enemies, you have never left us nor forsaken us. Your rod and your staff have guided us. Guide us now, O God. Make your presence known as we worship you in spirit and in truth. Amen.
If you are participating in this here shindig, you can come on down and go to your spots. If you remember where those are. Hello. Kids' spots are over there. Big people spots, they should know where they are at. Hello. You can go sit. We're not doing a children's sermon today because you guys are the sermon. I know. It's crazy. Hi, everybody. Oh, wait, I forgot. Thank you. Thank you. We decided we would wear some ugly Christmas sweaters today. So welcome. There's not a traditional children's conversation, but I'm going to explain to you what's about to happen and also say that, you know, these are kids. So if you're worried about hearing every single word perfectly, it might be a good idea to move forward. We will do our best, but, you know, something to think about. So we're doing a radio play today. Does anybody know what a radio play is? Trying to explain a radio play to kids is very funny. But what that means is we're telling the story with our voices, right? Our words and our music. And how are we supposed to talk when we talk in a radio play? Loud and clear and funny, very important. Funny voices are very important. So how do we talk? Loud, clear, and funny. Perfect. But you all have a role as well. This is our lovely sound technician area. Wave to the people, sound technicians. Yes, give applause are great. And you, yes, absolutely. They run back and forth between all the things. But you all have lines as well, and I thought I'd take a moment to practice those lines, if that's all right. The first line, pick your favorite line, is pretty straightforward. Oh, that is perfect. Exactly right. What's another one? Very good. Very good. And finally, that's amazing. I was all prepared to tell you to do that more raucously, but I don't have to. Let's do it again. Perfect. I love it. That's so good. So yeah, that's what you need to know. Thank you all for being here for this Advent pageant. Are you guys ready? Are big people ready? Yeah, they're so excited. Big person there, are you ready? I couldn't see you behind the stand. Hello. So that's all that I have for the children's conversation. Thank you all for being here. Go ahead. Lighting of the Advent candle, people.
Please join us for the lighting of the Advent candle. So many of us feel sadness and grief in this Advent season, long nights, missing lost loved ones, even annual holiday parties can make joy elusive. We are tempted to be overwhelmed by our grief.
And yet today God offers something else to us. God seeks to add joy after joy to our lives. We have come to be overwhelmed with joy.
Today we take another step of turning toward God with expectation and wonder. We light 3 candles. These lights remind us of God's will that there be joy in our lives, from the cozy sound of rain on a window to baby giggles at peekaboo. Today we allow ourselves to be overwhelmed with joy.
All right, is everybody ready? All right, quiet on set. We're on air.
Well, folks, after 3 years, we're back. Did you miss me?
Well, we sure missed all of you. I'm Chris P. Kringle.
And I'm Holly N. Ivy. And you, friends, are joining us tonight on the ANGEL network, way up high on the tippy top of the dial for our Advent season spectacular. You know, Chris, it's been a few years since we've done one of these.
Oh, it sure has, Holly. What have you been up to since then?
Well, I've been busy surviving the pandemic. How about you, Chris?
Yeah, same, actually.
Nice. Anyway, we're back, and we are so glad that you will be joining us today on this winter evening. But we aren't alone. How about a round of applause for our very own Angel Band?
And of course, we couldn't do this without our angel players. They'll be presenting today's program, It's a Wonder-Filled Life, the semi-true story of the Innkeeper. I'm excited.
Me too, Chris. Nothing can put you in the holiday spirit quite like some good old-fashioned Christmas carols, a heartwarming tale, and a roaring fireplace.
And of course, a piping glass of Ned's Nog. Need a pick-me-up? Why don't you nosh on some nog, of course? Ned's Nog is the noggiest nog this side of the Mississippi. Never have you ever noshed on a nog like this. That's Ned's Nog. It's the noggiest.
You are listening to ANGEL, way up the very tippity-top high of the dial, for our Advent Season Spectacular. Tonight's presentation will answer that old age question I know everyone has been on your mind. Chris, what was that cranky innkeeper's deal anyways?
Holly, that question has left me with many a sleepless night. I can tell you, every year we tell the nativity story, and every year Mary and Joseph have a cranky innkeeper to contend with. What's her deal anyway?
Well, Chris, I do believe that tonight all your questions will be answered as ANGEL presents It's a Wonder-Filled Life, the true story of the innkeeper. After a word from one of tonight's sponsors, Harold's Holiday Hangout.
Oh, why so glum, chum? I don't know, did you? Oh, sugar, turn that frown upside down. It's Christmas time. The stars are shining, and we're here together enjoying a lovely meal at this beautiful restaurant. What's there to be sad about?
I don't know, kiddo. I just feel sort of blah. Sometimes the holidays can really get you down, you know? I think I need a holiday pick-me-up.
Did I hear someone say they needed a holiday pick-me-up? Well, you better turn that frown upside down and come on over to Harold's Holiday Hangout, the most aggressively cheerful holiday spot you could hang your hat in. The brightest lights, the loudest Christmas carols blaring on our speakers, and the most thickly plastered on smiles you've ever seen to force the holiday spirit on you.
I don't know. I just might not be in the holiday spirit this year.
Oh, don't worry. You'll find the holiday spirit. Or else.
So, head on over to Harold's Holiday Hangout. You'll find your Christmas cheer, or else. That was our very own Angel Band, and you're listening to ANGEL way at the tippy top of the dial. And thank you for joining us for our holiday spectacular production of It's a Wonder-Filled Life, the true story of the innkeeper, starting right now.
It was a dark night in Bethlehem, the kind of night that would put a lump in your throat and hair on your chest. The Emperor Augustus had called for a census, which meant everyone had to return to their hometowns to be counted. So the whole town was buzzing with activity and expectation. Something was about to happen. They just didn't know what. But our story tonight happens in the other side of town, the other side of the tracks, in a neighborhood that was bad news. In a rundown motel where a grumpy innkeeper sat counting her money under the careful supervision of a scruffy and suspicious-looking tabby cat.
So 1, 2, carry the 8. That's 15, wow! 158 collected from renting rooms yesterday. Not too bad, eh, Humbert? Could be a lot more, though. Lots of people in town for the big census. If only I had an important guest. Someone to drum up some business for us. There's no room at the inn tonight, go away. I said there's no room at the inn tonight, now scram! What do you want?
Sorry to bother you, innkeeper, but the Bethlehem Aid Society could use your help.
Would you be able to spare a few coins so that the poor travelers coming to our fair community might have hearty meals tonight?
I'm sure they'll be fine without my hard-earned coins. Goodbye now. Now where was I? Bah, Humbert. Who is it now? I'm trying to count all my dough here.
Excuse me, innkeeper, but...
Excuse me, innkeeper, but would you happen to have any logging tonight for me and my cow?
What?
Me and my cow. We need a place for the night, and we heard you had a stable in the back that might have some room.
Well, that depends on your cash flow and how much cash you could flow my way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's just it, innkeeper. We're sort of lacking in funds right now.
No ice, no dice. Bah, Humbert, be quiet. What do you want?
Hi, innkeeper. Would you like to witness the performance from Bethlehem's world-famous flock of singing sheep?
Bah, Humbert, quiet.
Okay, then. All right, sheep. A 1 and a 2 and up.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Not only green when summer's here, but also when 'tis cold and clear. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging.
Now how about a penny for the song, Governor?
I don't want a charity here, you know. Now make it like a sheep and back away slowly. Why won't people just leave me alone? There, done. A good day's work, Humbert. Now let's head for bed. Bah, Humbert. Humbert? Oh, where did that cat get off to? Probably went out back to visit with the animals in the stable again. He's always doing that. He's lucky I don't charge him rent.
The innkeeper headed for bed without the shabby tabby. When what to her wandering eyes should appear but a giant glowing figure with giant glowing eyes that look remarkably like a certain scruffy cat's eyes.
Who are you?
Ooh, it's getting spooky in here. But now, a word from our sponsor, Tom's Tinsel.
Hey, son, our Christmas tree doesn't look right.
I think you're right, Dad. What's missing?
Twinkle lights?
To bring you bright
Mistletoe?
mistletoe. No.
How about holly?
Folly.
Tinsel.
That's it.
Is your tree looking a little too timid? Turn to Tom's Tinsel for all your tree trimming needs.
We thank Tom's Tinsel for all of our festive trimmings here on set today. Doesn't it look lovely, folks? Anyway, now return to our Advent Spectacular. It's a wonder-filled life.
I'm going to only ask you one more time. Who are you?
It is I, Humbert, your cat.
Bah, Humbert. There's no way. Cats cannot talk.
Well, I am not an ordinary cat innkeeper. Something big is happening here tonight. And I've been sent to prepare the way and to prepare you.
What do you mean?
For years, I've watched you be stingy with people who need your help. You're grumpy, you've got no imagination, and you're a cheapskate. Where's your sense of wonder, your excitement? What happened to your dreams?
Listen, Cat, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there, and I'm just looking out for me and my own, okay?
Looking out for your own? You don't got nobody but me. You've got to learn how to let people in. And you ain't got much time to learn it.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do about it?
Well, I'll tell you. The head honchos upstairs and I have decided that you need a good dose of wonder to change your perspective. And tonight, Innkeeper, that's what you're going to get. Some life-changing, world-altering wonder. In fact, you're going to be visited by the spirits of wonder, and you better let them in.
Now, wait a second.
I said what I said. Expect the first spirits, well? Right, meow!
And with that, Humbert the non-cat was Humbert the cat once more.
Bah, Humbert.
Excellent job, folks. You are listening to ANGEL's Holiday Spectacular. And I gotta say, Holly, wow.
Absolutely, Chris. There's nothing like a spooky holiday story about spirits to remind us of our own mortality and start the Christmas season off right.
Exactly, Holly. Oh, exactly. And back to our story.
And with that, Humbert the non-cat was Humbert the cat once more. Cat looked at human, human looked at cat. The human shook her head and laughed.
That steak I had for dinner last night must have been off. A talking cat? Spirits? Bah, Humbert. Now, who could that be? Ooh, I know. Maybe it's a spirit. Who is it?
2 spirits!
2 spirits appeared in the innkeeper's living room. 2 spirits that looked an awful lot like...
You! Were you that Bethlehem Aid Society people that stopped by asking for money?
Maybe we won, maybe we won. But we are the first spirits of wonder who were promised.
And our area of expertise is grace.
You need grace to find wonder, and you, friend, are in need of both.
So do us a favor and grab onto the tails of our cloaks here.
Not gonna happen.
In that moment, the Spirit of grace took the innkeeper by both hands. And away they flew, up, and into the night, high above the busy city below.
Hey, innkeeper, look at that big, beautiful world down there. Have you ever seen anything quite as wonderful as that?
No, I have not. Also, is it too late to tell you I'm afraid of heights?
Well, not. Open your eyes to your heart to the world all around you.
Okay, I'll try. Wow, okay, this is pretty cool.
The spirits and the innkeeper zoomed around, zipping over the hills and through the crowds that were congregating through Bethlehem.
Hey, watch it, buddy.
Did all these people really come to town just for the census? There must be thousands.
Yes, people have traveled home from all over to be counted in the census. A census means more taxes. And Caesar really wants to collect more taxes.
Oh yeah, I get that.
Well, you know what you're not getting? The bigger picture. Let's try something else. Mom, I'm tired.
Just a little further, I promise.
But we've been walking all night. I don't think I can go any farther.
We're almost there. And then we will find a nice, comfy place to spend the night. You'll see.
I doubt it. Every inn is full like mine.
Excuse me, did you just say you have an inn?
Yeah, I do, but...
Hey, Mom, this person has an inn we can stay in.
Oh, well, I actually don't have any room for you.
I'll give you $20 for a spot on the floor.
I'll give you $50. I'll give you $563.
Well, I don't know.
I'll give you these vintage Air Jordans, hardly ever worn.
I'll give you some new Ray-Bans. I'll give you my right kidney.
I'll give you my liver.
Enough, jeez. Why does everyone always want something from me? I'm just one person.
Excuse me, innkeeper. Me and my mom just need a safe place to stay. I don't have any money, but I have this flower I picked on the way.
And in that moment, the innkeeper's heart grew a few sizes.
Only a few sizes, okay? I have a reputation to maintain.
Sometimes a few sizes are all it takes to start opening your heart. A new way to looking at a world that is big, vast, huge, and we are only a tiny part of it. Anyway, lady, grab onto the cloak. We're taking you home.
This time, the innkeeper took the spirit's hands, and with a new perspective and a slightly opened heart in tow, they whisked away back home to the inn.
Still afraid of heights, spirits. Yep, still afraid of heights.
You're listening to ANGEL's Holiday Spectacular. How about another tune from our very own Angel Band?
Just lovely, Angel Band. Thank you. And now, let's rejoin our story. It's a wonder-filled life. the true story of the innkeeper, already in progress.
The innkeeper startled awake.
What was that?
The innkeeper paced around the room, checking around and under the bed, in the cupboards, looking for any sign of the spirits that had just departed.
Nothing here. Maybe I just dreamed it. What do you think, Humbert? Oh, jeez. What now? Who are you?
Well, we're better than a kick in the teeth, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, wise guy, huh?
Depends on whys you're asking.
Because you're in my house cracking bad jokes.
I'm sorry, we just can't help it.
It's our nature.
You see, we are the spirits of laughter.
The what?
The spirits of laughter.
No, I heard you. I'm just wondering what laughter has to do with me finding my wonder or whatever.
It has everything to do with wonder. For what is wonder without joy? Enthusiasm?
And jokes that make you laugh so hard you wet your pants.
I don't know that your lame puns qualify as jokes.
Speaking of puns, you hear about the guy who entered a local paper's pun contest?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he sent in 10 different puns in the hope that at least one of the puns would win. Unfortunately, no pun in 10 did.
That's terrible.
What? You think you can do any better? All right then, innkeeper. You give it a try.
Oh, well, I can't really,
What's the matter? Humbert, got your tongue?
Bah, Humbert. No, it's just that, well, you see, I don't know any jokes.
Your bike lost its spokes?
No, I don't know any jokes.
Your eggs didn't have any yolks?
I don't know any jokes.
Oh, that makes more sense than the eggs, to be honest. But how do you not know any jokes?
It's not my fault, you see. When I was a kid, I used to tell jokes all the time. I had great plans, you see, to become a comedian and travel the world, sharing laughter with everyone from New York City to Timbuktu, until
what?
There was an accident. I fell off a ladder and I broke my funny bone.
You did what?
I broke my funny bone in 3 places. The doctors did whatever they could, but it was too late. I didn't know what to do. I felt like my whole life was over. And then my greedy uncle, you know, Mr. Potter, the banker.
That name sounds familiar.
Well, he left me this inn and he showed me the ropes, and here I am, alone with Humbert. Stuck in this drafty old inn every day, all day, every day, and no help whatsoever, and completely unfunny.
Well, that's quite the sad story.
But you know, innkeeper, you don't really need a funny bone to find your laughter and joy again.
I don't?
Of course not.
A funny bone is just a shortcut to joy and laughter. Somewhere in there, you just got distracted by the money and ambition and stuff.
But learning to find joy no matter what, that's the real trick. Why don't you just give it a try?
I don't know.
Oh, come on. What do you have to lose? What do you say, folks? Let's give this innkeeper a little encouragement. Woo, you can do it!
Okay, well, hey, Spirit, did I tell you about how I backed a horse last week at 10 to 1? Yeah, it came at 4:15.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Really? Well, if you thought that was good, you should hear about the time I said to my gym instructor, hey, can you teach me how to do the splits? And he said, how flexible are you? And I said, I can make Tuesdays, bada bing.
Now you're cooking with gas.
I haven't even told you about the time a group of chess pros checked into my hotel, and they were standing in the lobby discussing their tournament wins. By an hour, the manager came out and asked them to disperse. But why, they asked? Because, he said, I can't stand chestnuts boasting in an open foyer. Bada bing, bada boom.
See, innkeeper, you still got it.
Yeah, I guess I do. Take that, Uncle Mr. Potter. Oh, hold on, it's happening again.
And in that moment, the innkeeper's heart grew a few more sizes.
Wow, I feel different.
I bet you do. Never forget that feeling of joy and laughter, innkeeper. You're going to need it to find your wonder. Boy, howdy! Look at the time. That about wraps it up for us, folks. Ta-ta! Bye now.
Take care.
Stay excellent.
And don't forget to tip your waitresses.
And with that, the spirits of laughter drifted back up towards the sky from whence they came, leaving the innkeeper and Humbert in the inn below.
What a night, eh, Humbert? Hey, Humbert, did I ever tell you about the guy with the wooden leg named Smith? Can't remember the name of his other leg. Bada bing.
Please join in singing the first two verses of It Came Upon a Midnight Clear.
You are listening to ANGEL's Holiday Spectacular, and from our radio family to yours, we hope you find hope, peace, joy, and love this holiday season.
Speaking of love, are you looking for love this holiday season? Visit Kyle's Christmas Corner, the wholesome holiday hangout for sweet singles who are wondering just where to find their one true love this holiday season. Kyle's Christmas Corner. 'Tis the season for love.
And an extra special thanks to our returning sponsor, Kyle's Christmas Corner. From this satisfied customer, Rachel. Love you, baby.
Yes, Chris, we are grateful for all our sponsors. Such an exciting tale this year. And guess what? There's one spirit left.
That's right. Who could it be?
I don't know. We've had grace, we've had laughter. Who will be the final spirit? The one who will finally help this grumpy innkeeper to open their heart so they can open their doors to the future.
I don't know, Holly. I guess it will be a surprise.
Well, Humbert, there's one spirit left. I wonder who it could be. Maybe a movie star to stay at the inn and drum up all kinds of business. Ooh, or I know it'll be an angel who will magically make it so that I never existed, so that I learn that even if I don't always feel like it, I'm a valuable and beloved member of society.
The innkeeper waited and waited. She washed the dishes. Still nothing. She vacuumed the parlor. Still nothing. She practiced her tap dancing moves with Humbert. Still,
Nothing. What's keeping that spirit? I better check the door.
suddenly, Humbert the cat leapt from the chair where he was sitting and ran past the innkeeper and out into the night.
Hey, Humbert, don't go bothering those animals in the stable again.
The innkeeper rushed after Humbert the cat. The cat ran around the inn and headed for the stable and back, his tail just barely visible as he darted into the old ramshackle building.
Humbert, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. Keep out that stable.
The innkeeper opened the door to the stable and saw not the dark and dusty stable that was expected, but a sparkly clean stable, a donkey and a cow, Humbert looking very smug, some surprised strangers.
It's you.
It's us. Surprise.
Surprise! I thought you couldn't stay out here.
You did, but we're actually the spirits of surprise, so surprise.
It certainly is. Wait, did you clean in here?
We did.
We cleaned.
We polished.
You.
And we made it all clean for you. Surprise.
That's so nice. No one ever helps me clean. I'm usually all alone doing it.
We thought it might be a nice surprise for you. And you know, surprises are a good way to find and wonder all around you. But that's not our only surprise. Let's sing, sheep.
And just like that, the innkeeper's heart grew 5 more sizes.
That was beautiful, sheep. Thank you.
We're glad you liked it.
But I have to ask, was that song about this manger? My manger? Are you saying a little Lord is going to sleep here?
Surprise!
Think of all the business this could drum up. But what about all the other people who need rooms? Oh, but what if it's not up to his standards? How little are we talking?
That's part of the surprise, innkeeper.
It's the biggest surprise of them all.
Yes, you wait. You're not going to believe it. But you'll have to be open to seeing wonder for it to work. So brace yourself and be ready for...
Surprise!
And with that, the spirit and the sheep herded themselves out into the night, leaving a bewildered innkeeper and Humbert behind in their freshly cleaned stable.
Well, I think those were all the spirits. But I wonder when that little Lord's gonna show up, Humbert. I wonder.
And in that moment, the innkeeper and Humbert the cat heard a knocking at the front door of the inn.
Please join in the third verse of It Came Upon a Midnight Clear.
The knock at the door was soft, quiet, tentative, unsure.
Unusual. People are usually so insistent. I better go see who it is.
Innkeeper and cat rushed to the back door and into the house. Unfortunately, in the hurry to get to the door, Humbert got under the innkeeper's feet.
Bah, Humbert!
So by the time they got to the door, they were both a little bit out of sorts.
What do you want?
Some of her old crankiness had returned.
I'm sorry for bothering you, innkeeper. My wife and I need a place to stay and everywhere else is full. Yes, please. We've traveled such a long way and it's been such a difficult journey for all of us.
The young couple at the door looked very tired, and even though it's never polite to speculate about such things, the woman looked very, very pregnant.
Oh, believe it or not, I wish I could help out. But we're full and I'm waiting for a very important guest for tonight.
Oh, that's okay. We understand. We can keep looking. Yes, we will find another place. Thanks anyway.
The couple turned to go, but right then something happened, something unexpected, something surprising, something wonder-filled. The innkeeper looked at the tired young couple and thought about everything she had learned that night from the spirits of grace and the spirit of laughter and the spirit of surprise, and lo and behold, she leaned into the wonder of life and she changed her mind.
Wait, the important guest can find another place in town, for I actually have a place just for you.
The innkeeper led the young couple around the house and back to the freshly cleaned stable. She made sure they were comfortable, and smiling at the bewilderment of it all, the absurdity of someone like her valuing the people over the money, she went back to her inn and fell asleep.
And well, I think you know what happened next.
While they were there, the time came for Mary to deliver the child. Mary gave birth to her firstborn son. She wrapped him in bands of cloth and laid him in a manger.
Because I didn't have any room anywhere else, this part is true. But it's also true that the room I had been cleaned out by some surprised sheep, so it was not that terrible place to be, actually. And what really is true is that I hope in my heart to wonder to let them in, the way we all do, to be able to see the wonders and miracles right in front of us. After all, it is indeed a wonder-filled life.
What a story. What wonder. What excitement. I don't know about you, Holly, but that got my Christmas season started off right.
Mine too, Chris. And I hope it set yours up too, friends. But for now, I'm Holly and Ivy.
And I'm Chris P. Kringle, and on behalf of everyone way up here at ANGEL Radio, way at the tippy top of the dial, we wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
God, we are thankful for all the voices that remind us of your love, especially for those prophets that call us to stretch the boundaries of our faith. We answer their challenge and offer these gifts on our Advent journey so that your peace might reign. Amen. As we go from this place, may you find wonder. I can't promise you'll be visited by a spirit of grace, or a spirit of laughter, or a spirit of surprise, but may you find grace and laughter and surprise as you continue your holiday season. Let us go now in peace and wonder. Amen.